excited to be in the hive today, y'all. Let me tell y'all. How are y'all doing today? Crystal, Angela, Megan, Jasmine, Leonis, Yvonne. I see a lot of y'all ain't seen y'all before. Hey, Alethea, how are you? Hi, Angela. Hey, Brandy. I see from working life to anything better than that. Yeah, I am excited today. Y'all see, I'm out here in San Francisco, and I've been getting goodies all day. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Admin Sin. I'm the founder of Black on the Job, and I am a certified career coach. Yeah, they told me, my marketing team told me I got to start giving out my credentials. So let me start with my first credential, okay? I'm a Black woman who made sure that high school diploma paid her all the way, okay? So I always want to start with the best credential first, high school diploma, okay? That was number one. I also have my Scrum Master and what else do I got? Some Scrum Master, product owner, certified career coach, certified federal career coach now. And I've been doing this for some time. Black on the Job, we have been able to successfully gather the bees, clear them out, y'all. We have over, where are we at? We're at, ooh, let me check my numbers. We're at $50 million in salary increases since 2018. We've helped over 250,000 Black professionals all over the country and all over the globe with degree, no degree, some degree, never heard of a degree. We help them all. And we are here today to talk about how to navigate. Okay. We want to talk today about how to navigate your career. And I've had some exciting news, y'all. Out here in San Fran, I came down here for a Stripe conference and I've been getting so much information about roles that are available. I've been speaking to the big wigs, y'all. You know, the clear folks, they so clear, they translucent. Money so long, y'all. Money so long. Translucent. Can't see, you just see right through, right? You can see right through their bills because they ain't seen a bill in years, y'all. I've been speaking with a firm, which is a merchant processing, Klarna, Afterpay, Stripe, of course. We have QuickBooks here that I spoke with. I spoke with Adobe. I have a few roles in Adobe that I need to get filled by the end of next week. And what I loved about today, and I'm here for tomorrow as well, is that they have given me so much information on roles that they had available. I was so cute, y'all. And I also want to let y'all know I'm not used to this type of lightish shit. Turn me up, Scotty. How you work the lights at these damn hotels now? I don't know how to work that light. I wish I could give y'all a little bit more light. But I'm telling y'all, this has been such an amazing experience because what I'm doing is I'm able to speak to the people that are here are the executive leadership team. And so I've just been walking straight up to them and I will let me tell y'all, who's the only Black woman here that is actually owning a company, not working? This one, y'all, this one. I was walking around my little fancy ass badge. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. They got me official, y'all. They had the bees out there, y'all. I was like, read it. That's right. That's right. All the people that was working there had an orange badge. And I did not. I am sad to say I am the only Black woman CEO there. As far as women CEOs, we saw, I would say maybe 30% were women. Shout out to women. And every other Black woman that I saw there was number one in her bag with her clear man, sitting there just nodding. I saw some sisters up in there. Now, you already know, the hair, you can tell by the wig, right? They had they George Washington wigs on. And I said, you know what? Go ahead, George Washington wig, Black woman. You stand by your clear man and collect them coins. You just sit there and you nod, sis. You nod. You made it all the way, baby. Just go ahead. Just keep nodding your way to the bank, girl. I'm not even hating on you. George Washington would not be proud of you, but he had some women that he was messing around with, not legally and not didn't ask for it. That would be, So go ahead, girl. Go ahead. I ain't mad at you. I was the only other Black woman that either was not at work or working a clear man, y'all. I was the only Black woman CEO. I was sitting there. I was like, okay. Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up. Yeah, so I was speaking there. I did see there were two black men. So there were three black CEOs. The other two were black men, right? One black man, he had his clear little wife with him. And of course I shook my head at that brother because I'm a black woman. And yeah, black men, when y'all with y'all clear women, y'all be talking about, oh yeah, them black women be hating on us. No, I looked at you with fucking disgust. That's what I did. Each one of them. No, I mean that one. The other one, he was single. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We got a little date at Fogo de Child. We'll see how that will work out, y'all. I mean, what's better than one CEO, too? So we'll see. We'll see. I let him take my number. Of course, I let him take my number. You walking around with a gray badge, too, black man. Now, was he that cute? Look, I couldn't see him through the green. I was looking at his numbers. I was running up the bag, running it up. Like, okay, so what do? You work in tech? Okay, healthcare tech. Okay, okay. Looking at his ring finger. I'm looking for any marks, because y'all know y'all niggas be quit playing sometimes. Looking for any marks. Oh, I love to take you out sometime. Okay, okay. Well, I'm in town for tomorrow, of course, for the concert. Well, what do you do here? Are you here with Payco? I said, what do you mean? Are you here with Payco? I'm not here with no one but my company. Let me let you read that badge again. It says CEO stuff. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. His name is Don. See if he gonna pour some Don Perignon. We'll see. We'll see. I didn't come out here for all that. But we'll see. We'll see how long his pockets is. Let me see if I can run it up. Now, this is just, I know, Carl, y'all know, I usually don't mix business and pleasure unless he can pay for both. But, I did some research. I asked him if he had any roles available. He was just like, so, how can I pique your interest? I said, by giving me job offers. He was like, oh, I didn't know you were working. I said, no, I am at work because I work for my company. So if you want to take me out to dinner, that's going to be 2 hours of my time. So usually I charge about $500 every 30 minutes. That's $1,000 an hour. I'm just talking about when I'm dealing with my consultant clients. So I need about $2,000 worth of some type of value. He started laughing. I wasn't laughing. He was like, so what you out here doing? He was like, you out here, what did he say? He said, "Are you?" He was. What did he say? He said, "You out here hoeing for jobs?" I said, "No, I'm pimping you for jobs." So he got a few positions open. I told him we'll see how that goes. Okay. Don Juan Period. So yeah, y'all know I'm no. Data admin saying, nigga, you got a job offer for one of my bees. What's up? How much you pay? I mean, what's up? How much are you really invested in the black community? But yes, okay. So before we get started, one more thing. And you know what? I got to get all my BS out while we still on Facebook. Because remember, when May come, we are moving to YouTube, right? So let me tell y'all a conversation that I had. And I'm glad there's a man in the room. I had a conversation recently with my friends, and I brought it to my brothers. And I want to bring it to the hive. I was listening to these black men. Y'all know they love to put their ass on a podcast, and it's always about money and stuff. And as someone who has only been in one serious committed relationship, which I married, right? I was hearing, of course, throughout time, we hear things like, women want men that make money, but we don't get the full context. And so this is my philosophy. I think broke men are broken men, and broken men are dangerous. And so I am really wallowing with this, but I wonder if black women, I don't know about what the other women do, if black women require financial stability within their partner to reduce the amount of violence, abuse, and trauma that they receive in a relationship. And so I asked my little brother and my older brother and some of my male friends and my friends' husbands, like this one question: how is your attitude when you ain't got money? And the things that they were describing was that they have less patience, they irritated, they not about that bullshit. They basically describe me men, right? And so I was like, well, damn, maybe it's true. Maybe black women don't be want to deal with broke black men because broke black men become broken black men. And so then we try to say, what is the definition of broke? I think it depends on the man. If the man perceives himself as broke, right? I know people who making $130,000 a year. You ask that nigga if he broke, he say yes. I also know men making $50,000 a year. You ask if he's broke, he's like, no, I'm not broke. I'm content. I feel good. So I wonder if, of course, interpretive to the man, that men who perceive themselves as broke are broken men and they mean and angry. I wonder, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Megan said y'all broke men be angry. That's what she just said. I agree. They said miserable, angry. Julian, only reason why is because I like to share my screen, so I got to figure out how to do it. You may not see yourself as broke. You may be content with who you are. That's why I said I think it depends on the person. I wouldn't consider you broke. Oh snap! Completely off Facebook. Yes. Peak the job interest. Yeah. Like I definitely wouldn't. I think that you don't. Yeah, I would call you're not a broke man. I think they be having that brokenness, right? That's why I said I think it depends on the person, right? And one of my very close male friends, he brought in 43,000 last year. One of my very closest male friends. And I asked him the question, and he was like, I don't know. I've never been broke. Right now, he doesn't have any children. He stays by himself in a one-bedroom apartment. He's doing well for himself as far as he's concerned, right? So at 43,000, like he's making like what, 19, $20 an hour. But for him, he's content. So I could not imagine him being like broken in that way. So I just wonder. I wonder, right? April said, I'm angry too when I'm broke. Talk about it. Complainers. And if you have more than them, they're jealous. Irene says about how they were raised and taught to deal with different situations. Yeah, Megan, I really think it's that. Egos, yeah, same, no kids, own a crib. Yeah, Kyle, you ain't broke. You smart, man. Stay on the smart side. That's no children, people. I think brokenness is self-perceptive. And when they feel the pressure, they sizzle like the old pressure cooker. Arlethea, that's what I think too. Kendra said, "Yeah, we are not." See, Kendra, I don't know, and this is the reason why I say it doesn't always apply to women, because I think that many times we hear stories of triumph within our community from Black women when they were broke and broken, and they take that time to heal each other and heal one another and heal themselves because we have a larger sense of community because we're women, right? Not because we're Black women, but just because women usually can cheer each other up, ramp each other up, grow each other up. And so I wonder, and I would say even for myself, when I was in my most broken state, financially, emotionally, or anything, those are the times where my character was truly tried and it sharpened my character. So I wonder for women if that state of brokenness kind of molds them and grows them to be better women. You right? Because when we look at it, even within our community, we have those stories. It's like, honestly, I feel like a Black woman, when she go through her little broke season, she come out glowing, glowing, showing that she growing. I wonder if that's just a difference there. Joyce, of course. Yep, I said that. If she's make more than me, it motivates me to catch up. Yeah, Kyle, I think that you're a secure man. We let society define what we are, but what they say we have to have in our life is what we wear, carry, or wear, things like that we can do. Of course, Irene, absolutely. I definitely agree. That's why I feel like it depends on the person. And Arlethea, you're right. We know how to make things happen. Like if you can't provide as a man, I think that looks down upon more than if it were a woman. That's true too, Megan. Yeah, we all want to be better for ourselves. Yeah, I wonder that. And it was a really great conversation when I was having it with my brother, like my baby brother, because like after we had that conversation, he told me it challenged him. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what made it challenge you to do? He said, maybe when I feel broke, or maybe when I don't like where I'm at, that instead of trying to date and seek out, comfort and attention from women that I'm not going to be that nice to, maybe that's the time that I shouldn't be dating at all. And I was like, you know what? That's how I know we blood. That's how I know we blood. Because that made sense to me. He said, I understand my behaviors. What I'm saying is that, if I'm down, maybe it's just not the time. Right? So I thought about that and I want to talk to y'all about that. I definitely want to talk to y'all about that. Yeah, fiercely Antoinette. Absolutely. So that makes sense to me. So, okay, let's get started. Let's get started. So, last week we discussed how to network. I'm sorry, that's what we're doing this week. We discussed successful career transitions. And one of the things that we discussed with those successful career transitions was the three different things that you can look at to ensure that you're making a smooth transition and how to save you a bunch of time. Let's see what we got going on. Now, we do have our DIY workshop that's coming up next weekend. Who can name for me one of the ways, one of the topics that I said you use for a career transition? Whoever answers is going to win a free ticket to our DIY resume workshop or our LinkedIn workshop. Who remembers? Who remembers the three things I say I look at when I am doing a career transition? Which one? Always in events, Valerie. Julian, I absolutely agree. What are the three things that we look at? Boom, Latoya won a free one. Let me go ahead and write you down. Latoya Brown. Doop, 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 doop. Yep, one thing that we look at is industry. Absolutely, absolutely. Good job, Latoya Brown. I'm writing your name down right now. Free Latoya Tyree Brown. Okay, Latoya, message the business page. Okay, we got another one. Capril, perfect. Job duties. Yep, yep, yep. Thank you. Who's that? Capri K. Where's Capri at? Where's Capri? Capri. Capril. Kaprl Smith. Okay. Capril said job duties. And Latangela Dudley, perfect. Skills pay the bills. LATANGELADUDLEY. Okay, y'all three message the business page. So I'm going to do a real quick recap so that everybody's on the same page, what we talked about. Last week, we said these are the three things that we look at when we're doing a successful career transition. We're looking at title, the job functions or duties, right? And the industry. These are the three things that we look at when we are doing a successful career transition. And Irene Marie, you didn't want you some bonus points, girl. Sister Industries. Thank you. All right. Irene Marie. Perfect. Okay, Irene, you messaged too. All right. So, title, job functions or duties, and industry are the three things that we look at when we are doing a career transition. Now, many times, what holds us up more than anything is which one y'all think? What do you think holds us back from making a career transition more than anything? Do you think it's your title that holds you back? Do you think it's the functions of your role that holds you back? Or do you think it's the industry you work in? Which one of these three do you think is the number one thing? Perfect. Megan Rose, run her free ticket. Come on, Megan. You're right. You're right. Title. Now, the reason why, and let me go ahead and explain how we do a career transition, a brief review, is when you guys come in for a career coaching, we look at what title you have at the company, what were your job functions or duties, and what industry you worked in, right? So let's say, for instance, you are a um let me see. I'm gonna use somebody earlier told me they trying to get out the mortgage industry. Let me see who that was. Let me see. Brandy Ellis. What's your title, Brandy? I could look up your resume, but Brandy, what's your title? Okay, Brandy's is delayed. Okay, Brandy. Ooh, damn, I was just about to use you. Let me see who else answered earlier who's trying to make a transition. Today I'm doing free career coaching. So go to make connections in order to have recruiters and employees chase me. Arlethea, perfect. Okay. Okay, like my live is delayed. Okay, do teacher please. Okay, Hillary Lewis. Oh, mortgage closer. Okay, Brandy. So Brandy's title. Okay, you know what, Brandy? Let me see if these fancy systems really work the way they say they do. Brandy, you feel like getting some free career coaching? You okay with going live and getting some free career coaching? So I can help you out right here, right now. If Brandy don't say, yes, someone comment back runner up and I'll let you do it. Okay, so let me go ahead and put the link in the live so that we can get somebody up here so we can see this live and in charge, y'all. Who want to be the runner up? Yep, so come on, somebody come on down. I just put the link up in here. Do. Okay, I put that link up. Hopefully it comes through the comments real quick. There go to comment. All right. So while we're waiting on somebody, oh, Nakia, you runner up. Nakia, hit that link. Come on down because I'm gonna explain it with mortgage while we waiting on Brandy or somebody. Where's Brandy? Brandy is a mortgage closer. Okay. So that's her title. Okay. What industry? I already put the comment here, y'all. So whoever want to join, y'all can join. And then I will definitely add y'all in. So I it's right here too. Let me comment it again, just in case. How do I recomment this? How do I comment that? Oh, and if you touch it, guys, it will actually, you don't gotta wait till the live is over anymore. Thank you for listening, Facebook. Oh, yeah, if y'all touch it, it'll lead you right there. I'm about to place the link again. Okay. So her title is up, and I think I heard somebody. Now, I'm telling y'all right here, right now. Oh, Nakia. Hey,
Yes.
Nakia, how are you?
Well, how are you?
Good, good. Okay, Nakia. It is working because Nakia got the link. So how it's not working? Nakia, did it
Yeah,
work for you?
I think I couldn't find it at first, but then I actually jumped in and found it.
Okay, Nakia, let's talk about your career. What's your title?
So currently, I am a cash operations specialist.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. You get into the bag. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
the industry that I currently work in isn't legal, so I work for law firms mostly.
Okay. So you're in legal. Okay. And so her title is cash operations specialist. Okay. And your industry is legal. So I'm going to give you a career coaching just like I do everybody else. So what I
Mhm.
usually say is we're going to have a conversation about where your career is now and where you're looking for it to go. So if there's
Mhm.
a time you turn left but you wish you turned right, we're going to talk about that. What
Mhm.
I'd like to know is what would you say are the job functions or duties of your job? What do you do at your job that you're most proud of? Or the thing that you said, you know what, said, if I did these things, I wouldn't mind it.
Um. So in my current position, which I feel like is a dumbed down version of what I've done in the past. So I've only been in this position in less than 2 years, and I process basically all the payments that come into the firm. So whether it's cash, checks, credit card payments, wires, ACHs.
Okay.
That's pretty much what I do. So basically process. So it's a lot of research. Um,
What you researching?
Mostly researching is like if payments come in and they don't have any identifying information, I may have to search to find out, has this client paid before, doing some searching out systems for the payee, the routing number, accounting number, I mean the routing number, account number, seeing if they paid before, maybe seeing if the amount matches some outstanding invoices, and just kind of maybe reaching out to an attorney to say, hey, this person paid before, do you know what they're paying on? Is this a refund for something? So, researching a lot of times is just maybe working across departments to get more information about where payments are from. Also, applying payments that has been previously unidentified. So payments that we've gotten in, maybe they've overpaid on an invoice, they've paid for one client, but now they're paying on their husband's account and they paid on the wife's account.
Hmm.
So I didn't have that identifying information. So it's a lot of that type of research.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. So
Mhm.
let's say, do you do any reporting?
So yeah, so I do daily and monthly reporting. So basically, I keep track of everything that came in and everything that went out. So pretty much all the checks are reported, all the cash that I've received are reported, all the ACHs, all the wires and transfers are reported. Um,
Okay.
Usually to upper management to kind of keep up on a daily basis of what we got in, whether or not we're on goal for our budget, what we forecasted that we should be getting in based on billable hours.
Okay. Okay. How many people on the legal team?
It's a pretty large firm. We have offices in LA, Chicago, New York, and Florida, Maryland, and
So you're
New
doing accounts receivable across all offices?
all offices.
How many offices altogether? Would you say it's 5, 10, or 15?
I want to say it's maybe closer to 10.
Okay, 10 offices. And would you say, so if it's 10 offices and you're doing accounts receivable, are you processing this information into a QuickBooks, into an Excel sheet? What are we doing with that?
So the reporting is processed pretty much through Excel.
Okay. What other technical systems do you have to use?
We use a system called Adorant, which is our payment processing, posting, and billing system where we do like I do like the write-offs or the payment applications, payment reversals is done in Adorant.
Okay.
Um, Pretty much, and we have like, I can't even think of the name of it. Client portfolio is our system that keeps tracks of all of our clients. So, sometimes I'll use that system to research. If a retainer comes in, I'll look for that name that's on the account or some kind of identify like client matter information.
Okay. And you've been with them for 2 years. Would you say, so you guys have a portfolio or a book of client portfolio is a CRM, Antoinette. Would you say that you guys have maybe a 100 or 200 clients within your book of business? How many clients do you think that you guys service within a month or within a quarter?
Hmm.
And we'll use big numbers. So would you say you guys, well, Sam, out of all 10 offices, girl, we barely doing 50? Or would you say, oh no, it's closer to 100 or it's closer to maybe 250?
I would say probably a couple of hundred. So let's just say around number 500.
Okay, 500 plus. Okay. So now that we're looking at these duties, right?
Mhm.
What about these duties? Would you say, you know what, Sam, I like these ones, I don't like these ones? Which would you say it is? Let's alphabet it so we can see.
Um, the things that I would say I actually like is, somewhat part of the research, um, and basically assisting my team with the research. So, a lot of times people can't find a payment. I'm usually the person when somebody can't find something they come to.
Okay. So you
So I
like this portion.
say that again.
I said, so you like this portion?
Yes.
Okay. What about the communication, being a part of a team? Would you want to manage a team? Would you want to be collaborative on a team? Or are you like, girl, I'd rather just kind of be left alone?
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind managing a small team because I always feel like sometimes management is like babysitting adults. I always say
Mhm.
babysitting grown children, and I've done that in the past. And I was good at it, but a small team, not no huge team.
Okay, okay. What about the auditing, cleaning up the books, making sure that everything's in compliance, all of that? Do you like that portion?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you do like that portion. Okay.
I do. Mhm.
So, from what I'm getting, you like your job. You just don't like how much you're getting paid?
Well, no, I'm actually bored. Because
Mm,
I've been probably doing some kind of law firm accounting probably for the past. Well, there was an 8 year break when I worked for PayPal, but it still was in the payment processing stream. So I'm just at the point where I'm just bored. And the law firm that I worked at prior to this, I did a lot of work. But I was burnt out. I was working 18-hour days. I did all the wires, all the checks, all the ACH, all the credit cards. If somebody needed something on the accounts payable team, or they couldn't figure out, I was I was everything to everybody. So this position is like a dumbed down version of what I did in the previous position. It's like they have what I was doing as one person broken up over four persons. So initially I was like, okay, yay, because I'm not working as hard. And I finally got a breather and I really worked just 7 hours a day. But I'm bored and I feel like I want to change. And I initially thought I wanted to do HR, but I really didn't know. I don't really know how to transition.
okay. So, one last question I have for you. Would you say that as far as accounts receivable,
Hmm.
if you could give a ballpark range of how much money collectively this law firm is bringing in within a month or a week or a day, what would you say it is?
I would say in a month, let's just say a round number of about 30 million.
30 million. Okay. Okay. So what I want you to see is a few things, guys. So 30 million in processing. So accounts receivable, 10 offices, 30 million. Okay. So one thing I want you to know is that you work within legal, right? But your functions of your role are within finance, right? Ooh, 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 ooh. Did we leave her? Did we lose her? Ooh, we almost
Oh, no,
lost. Come back.
I'm here.
Okay. So what I want you to know is that the title is what's really, and are you above or below 75,000?
I'm below.
Okay, girl, goodbye. We gotta talk about this now. Girl,
Right.
I will be turning to processing 30 million. Y'all want to act like y'all don't want to process my damn check. I process it myself, keep playing. So let's look at it. So one thing is, and this is what I want you guys to understand, is that your title, you're right, it's a dumbed down title, right? And from what I'm
Mhm.
hearing, from what you're telling me, is that you probably have about 5 plus or more years within this realm of duties, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, your functions of your role is in a completely different industry. The function of your role is within finance. Would you agree?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. Now, what's the good thing is that you can play a switcheroo. And what
Mhm.
I mean by that is that what we can do is say, you know what? I have worked finance within legal. So now I want to work legal within finance. And what I mean by that is what happened if we found a role that was like a compliance manager at a finance company,
Okay.
right? So let's say, for instance, let's see what that role looks like. And the reason why I say that compliance manager jobs, and I'm just going to do a quick search, and I'm just using Google. So I'm going to do a compliance manager. And then what I'm going to do is look at location. I'm going to do work from anywhere. And company type, I'm going to look for a finance company in particular. And the reason why I'm going to look for a finance company in particular is because you speak finance, you speak that same language,
Right.
right? You're doing accounts receivable, you're doing auditing, reporting, you're doing the whole 9 yards. If I look up a position at a finance company, you do an accounts receivable, you're going to do a lot of those different duties as well, right? Reporting. We can look at a financial analyst position, which is where somebody would want to put you first, and you're doing every single thing a financial analyst would do. And just to show you what I mean by that, let's say, for instance, I said, well, what does a financial analyst do? And this is a role that you qualify for, but it's not a role I would place you in because you're already
Mhm.
bored. So I'm not going to give you the same role to be bored somewhere else, right? But this is
Right.
what we're doing: analyzing financial data, the money that's coming in,
Mhm.
researching the big money and the small money conditions. Where did it come from? Why did it come there? What's going on? You're
Mhm.
preparing accounting and doing reporting, right? You're
Yeah.
evaluating expenditures and asset depreciation. This will be more if you were on the accounts payable, but you're on the
Mhm.
accounts receivable. But the functions of this role: identifying financial performance, looking at risk. If somebody didn't pay their bill, that's a problem,
Mhm.
right? Providing recommendations and coordinating with other people, providing financial models, making forecasts. So, this company always pays on this date. I'm sure that that's what they will always do, right? And then
Mhm.
analyzing, as attorneys leave and go, how that's going to affect the money flow, right?
Right.
So, right now, truly, your title is your mistitle because truly your functions are showing the roles of truly a financial analyst,
Right.
right? And when we look at that, and I'm not going to place you there, but just so that you can see what the salary range would be. What's your city?
Maryland. I mean Baltimore.
Okay. A financial analyst in Baltimore, Maryland, um, salary, you truly should be somewhere closer to about 80.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't even like that job. So who cares? So what I want to do is say, well, you know what? She has a lot of functions, but every single one of these functions can be its own role. So we
Right.
could make you an accounts receivable specialist. But what I want to focus on is the compliance portion of your job
Mhm.
because you having to research, investigate, and then you're doing it for a law firm. So I'm sure there's so many, regulatory compliance, standard processes and practices that you got to make sure of, especially when it comes to retainers. Because
Right.
I didn't deal with some attorney. I'm dealing with two different ones right now. When we start talking about retainers, we really start talking some BS, right? So there's
Right.
a lot of regulations that you have to follow in order to process the financial functions of your job correctly, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, when it comes to you, my job functions in finance and I'm working in legal. Who would
Mhm.
value that a lot? I bet you if I worked in legal, I'm sorry, if I worked in finance and they see all of the financial duties I've done before within a legal frame, that they
Mhm.
would value my experience.
Right.
Right. So then
Right.
I look at something when I ask you, okay, would you want to do some management? You're like, girl, I a little bit, not too much, not too much. Right.
Yeah.
So now when we're looking at that, we can start looking at some roles. And when it comes to requirements, we can say well, I won't even touch the degrees of experience. We'll look and see where you are and see what these roles are looking at. Right.
Mhm.
So when we're looking at, let's say, compliance manager, regional compliance, and you got a bachelor's degree or equivalent work experience, you got that. Let's see, I want to work in finance, but not at a bank because you ain't got to always work at a bank to work in finance. Do you have a degree
I have a bachelor's
in what?
in accounting, business administration and accounting.
Girl. Okay, let me put those back on the table. Okay, so then you have over 3 years of experience and you have a degree in that, right? So
Mhm.
now we're looking at these roles. Let's look and see what we can find. Compliance with qualifications or law. See, look at this. Look at this. This is exactly what I mean. Now
Mhm.
We're looking at a compliance officer doing regulatory change management. Regulatory is dealing with the legal portion, and as things are changing in the business, making sure that they're being applicable with the law, right?
Mhm.
And this position consists monitoring regulatory sources to identify changes applicable to the bank, just like you are
Right.
already doing the functions of looking at what's applicable, right?
Mhm.
Facilitate security and integration of integrity of banking activities by ensuring compliance with all applicable rules, regulations, and standards. You
Mhm.
qualify. Maintain a foundational knowledge of new and existing laws that impact their business. I'm sure you're used to that.
Mhm.
Interface with internal compliance, legal as necessary. You like, girl, me and legal best friends. Right. And so now we're looking at the responsibilities, compliance improvement. They want you to analyze the laws that they're currently using, making sure that you help if there's anything you see that they're not currently doing, make sure that it's updated to their products, services, and systems. Just like when you're working at the law firm, if there's a new way that they have to handle, what is it when you first get what is that word when you first give that first deposit to the attorney? It's called a
The either the trust or the escrow.
exactly. So then what as those new compliance laws change around that, I'm sure how you guys process that has to be buttoned up, right?
Yes.
And communicate that, serve as a liaison between the different business units. And a lot of those are going to have to do with legal, corporate compliance, and things like that. Of course, there's always going to be some reporting. And they want a bachelor's degrees and 4 years of experience in compliance, legal, auditing, banking, or other related experience, right? And they
Yes.
want a JD or a law background. Your law experience, as far as working within a law firm, will qualify you for this position. You see how we got there?
I do.
Do y'all see how we got there in the chat? How you feel?
I feel good because I mean that is like for me, like you said, I realized in the last call that we had that you said when you talked about um like the titles, because I realized that in most of my position I have been the specialist, the coordinator. I've been all of those while doing higher level stuff. So I do believe that when I put my resume out there, like that, like you said, that's what's been keeping me from moving to the next step, basically. It's like they, like you said, they look at those, and I'm gonna tell you my looking at this, even just this little bit we've done so far, and knowing what my resume looks like, it is totally.
Okay, look,
No,
look.
I could see why, somebody would say like, because I've listed the things that I do, but not listed them the way you've listed them. I've probably the
Oh, how I did the duties and stuff.
right, like I might say I process payments, whereas you say, wait a minute.
I don't know, no, no. And you know what? I don't want you to feel bad about it because
No,
these
I
roles
don't.
will
That's
be
why. Look,
done.
that's why I'm here.
I'm trying to tell you, I look at resumes all day and I speak to black people all day, and I definitely understand. I wish the hell I would name the person who's processing all my payroll and all this money coming in from all these offices and cash. Girl, when's the last time I even looked at some cash? Ain't nobody mailing in $100 bill. You get
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
it's
saying?
it's 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 no, but it's crazy because you have people that just actually come to the office and drop off cash, or they'll go to our bank and deposit cash, and we're like, well, where did this random deposit come from? And then we got to research where this random deposit came from because somebody said, oh, I just walked in the bank, didn't leave any identifying information, just put some money in the account. They
Lord have
had our
mercy.
routing number and account number, and they walked into the bank and made a deposit.
You know what? I didn't have to get out some legal things when I didn't call some clear folks out their name, and I made some cash deposits. So you know what? I know I feel it, but I hope it really helped you. I'm gonna speak to Antoinette next, but
Okay.
you know that you have a lot of value. I would suggest you to take the DEY resume workshop or to sign up for some services. The DEI
I
workshop.
think I am. I actually was thinking about doing career coaching because I think that's really where I need to go.
Because I got about 4 or 5 rows. This was quick, but I could pull these rows all day. You have a lot of qualifying skills. And the first thing that you want to do is you want to ask for a title change. When you get back to work, you want to ask if they're going to put you as a cash operations, see if they'll put you as a cash operations analyst, right? Or just say, can I just be financial analyst since I'm investigating other payments outside of just cash? Just say it just like that. Hey, I want to investigate. And then you can lie to them. You can also say, I'm trying to sign up for this free analytical course to help me with anti money laundering, because that's where else I would have put you at. And one of the things that they're asking for is for me to have an analyst title or something finance in my title. Is it okay if we do a title change to financial analyst? Y'all can leave everything else
And
alone.
and then, like you said, I mean, before you move on to the next person, like even before coming back into law firms, because I was in law firms and then I got laid off in 2010 and I worked at PayPal for 8 years. And like you said, if there is no other company that knows a lot about, like you say, all those, having to go through and constantly having to be up on those regulations. I mean, the amount of regulation trainings that we took every year to be on top of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, you got this, Nakia, and we here for you. Okay. I hope this
All
helps.
righty.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye. All right. Hey, Antoinette.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. Let me ask everybody if they learned anything. Let me see the comments. Okay, Lauren says her eyes are open. That's good. All right, y'all. Put some eyes in the chat if your eyes open. Put some eyes in the chat. Put some eyes in the chat. Let me see. Okay. Antoinette, what you got going on, girl? Where
Hey.
you work at? What type? What's your type?
I'm a collections manager
Okay, your
for
collections
auto
manager.
loan collections.
Okay, you do auto loan connections. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And so your title, and so what I usually ask is, well, what I usually say is during our career coaching, we're going to have a conversation about where you are now and where you're looking to go, right? So if there's a time you turn left, but you wish you would have turned right, we're going to talk about that. What do you feel is the main reason why you're like, I don't want to do this no more?
Um, I don't want to do it anymore because the people management. I don't like managing entry
Okay.
level people.
And what's your title?
Collections manager,
Okay. So you're a collections manager. And how large? Okay, let me not do that yet. Collections monitor and auto sales,
auto finance.
auto finance. Okay. So, not to name your company or anything, but I just want to know in the equivalent. When we say an finance company, we're saying something like, I know that my BMW is with BMW Finance. The BMW dealership is different, but BMW Finance is the finance company, right?
Yes. Loan
Okay.
servicing. Yes.
Okay. And so it's loan servicing. And so as a collection managers, you have a team that's giving people a call because they're either behind and you want to try to catch them up, throw a payment on a back end, things like that. Or are they behind to the point to where their car is in repossession and now the car is taken away? You're trying to collect money from there.
It's before repossession.
Okay. Okay. So we try to throw a payment on the back, put some extra money on the side, something.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Okay. And you don't like managing entry level people, but your management duty manager overall is not what you have a problem with.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. How long you been doing it?
For 2.5 years.
Okay. What did you do before then?
I was a training specialist.
Okay. Okay. A training specialist. What were you training on?
Um, Collateral protection insurance for auto loan. So basically, if you have an auto loan, you have to have insurance. We were the company that actually sold that insurance to the loan servicing companies when people didn't have their insurance, and then they managed it as well.
Your team members, are they on a commission structure to where if they get so many money in, blah 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 blah?
No, they're not.
How large is your team?
I have 18 team members.
18. Do you have to do sales and training with them on like sales strategies, how to speak to the customers, knowing your customers, things like that?
No sales at all. They do have to I do have to teach them how to negotiate with customers. Um, I guess that is sales.
Yeah, that's why I took that off. You said negotiation. You saw me back.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you gotta do some training and development. Okay, you have to do management. Do you have anything that you have to report on, right? So do you have to do, I'm sure you have to do performance tracking and performance indication, right?
Yes. Key performance indicators.
Guys, do you
Um,
create goals? Hi, Stacy.
I'm sorry. Do I what?
Do you create the goals, the key performance indicator, or does that sit down from management?
Um, Both. I create some goals, and some of them are sent from management.
Okay. And hmm, so what about reporting? What do you got to turn in, and who do you got to turn it to?
Um, the type of reporting that I do is and like attendance reporting.
Okay.
Um, all of our reports are actually systematic, so I don't have to actually do anything. We have a system that does that for us.
What system are you using?
Um, we use Sigma and Tableau.
You use Tableau?
Yes.
Girl, we could have started that conversation with Tableau. Girl, okay. Don't get me too excited. Okay, let me calm down. Okay, so we have a Sigma tablet, training and development, sales for performance tracking and KPIs. Okay, what about you report
Mhm.
to who?
Sorry, my daughter came in here.
It's okay. Salaam alaikum, Hadia. Who do you report to?
I report to the senior collections manager.
Okay, okay. How comfortable do you feel with Tableau and things like that?
I'm novice with Tableau. I know how to go into the system and pull the reports that are there, but I don't know how to actually enter anything into Tableau.
Okay, okay. And the only thing you don't like about your job is how silly the people are.
I don't like that. I also don't like terminating people.
Okay,
Um,
you don't like that portion
yeah,
of your job. Okay.
I
What?
do love developing and like educating them. I just don't like um, developing and helping them to learn and grow. I just don't like to, I guess, the disciplinary portion.
Okay. So what about, usually my mama, she does something very close to this. She usually runs call center rooms and has to do training and developing and things like that, keeping people engaged, keeping them pop up, motivated, coaching them, training them.
Mhm.
She has a lot of meetings with her upper management about next steps and hitting goals and things like that. When it comes to like the training of them, you get a brand new person, they ain't never worked collections a day in their life. You have to kind of train them up on everything.
Yes, I do. I teach them how to use our system, which is Vision, as well as Genesis. I
Well,
teach,
you know what? You know what, Antoinette? You know what? You keep saying things afterwards. Okay. So let me
um,
ask you, if this portion of your job wasn't there, right? Let's say, for
mhm.
instance, it was in red, would you want to do the rest?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about it. So what I see right here is that your title is actually working in your favor. And the reason why is because you already have a management title, and the roles that I'm thinking about for you, management is going to be very good. Another thing is that a lot of this has, if you look at these three things, right? What do you think these three things have in common?
Development.
These three bullet points. What do y'all think? What do y'all think these three things have in common?
It's management. It's all of
Man-
those are managing something
managing
performance.
managing something or managing somebody, right?
Mm, yeah.
And the operations around them. So what I would look for you to do is maybe a pom pom position. I call it pom pom, which is a people operations manager. Are you above or below 75.
Below.
Below,
Yes.
how much money is your team bringing in?
Um,
You should know. You check your
millions. They're
KPIs.
bringing in millions daily.
What?
Yes.
Girl. Okay. So these are some. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's wild. Okay. That's wild as hell. Okay. What about the technical portion of your job? Do you like that?
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay. So then
Hmm.
I got to switch gears. So what I would think that a role that will work very well for you is a people analyst. And the reason why is that the strategy portion of your job, right? The strategic portion of that, as well as the training and development portion of this role, as well as the performance tracking of this role and all of the technical tools that you're using for such a large team that's performing so well, you could look into a role doing something like a people analyst. And so let me show you what a people analyst does and how, with the amount of skills that you already have, it wouldn't be a difficult transition. And this is kind of like when you are HR adjacent. And so what it does is that organizations need a way to figure out what's going on with the people in their company, right? And they have to have the right people who's able to process and collect the different people and talent data. So talent data is this portion here: performance tracking, KPIs, knowing your customers, training them up. That's the performance tracking, right? And then, and those, when a company invests in the most important investment, which is their workforce and understanding how they move, what they do, and things like that, it is able to use that insight to make better decisions. Now, as far as the analyst portion of this title, that's going to be your technical skills here. So this will mean that you're in more of an individual contributor role to where you're not managing a team at all. What you do is you're the person who brings insightful information, right? Hey, this is how the team's performing. I track, this, and this is how this is going. And you're bringing that over to a manager such as yourself, who's then able to make an informed decision on how to move your team. Does that make sense?
It does. It sounds like exactly what I'm
Which,
looking for.
okay, perfect, right? So, a
Yes.
people analytics specialist, which is a title lower than what you have right now, they usually start off around 86,000, and they deliver impact by transforming data and analysis into insights and recommendations to inform the strategic direction of the firm's people strategy. That's a lot of fancy words to say. They are taking the reports from Tableau, Vision, Genesis, looking at trends, how these people are performing, and making predictions, right? Hypotheses, forecasting, saying, "Hey, you know what? We got Sharika on the team. She on barely making the boulevard, girl. Everybody else doing $20 million in sales. She dips and dips and dips. I'm thinking that, based off this direction, I'm not for sure how you're going to do that, but I'm going to send you over that data and make sure that the data that's being reported, that you have an eye on it, right? So you can make sure that you're making the best decision. So you're going to select and advise on databases to use, right? Okay, when I use Tableau, it helped me track sales, it'll help me do this and that. Identify data held and its potential usage. Take an analytical consultative approach. Okay, from what I'm looking at, it looks like the company, in auto sales, we do really great right before Christmas. Maybe the summertime hot, city girls out. I need a new Tesla. I'm in the best you in my Tessie, right? But you can say over the past 3 years, I noticed a dip in our sales around Christmas time. I'm wondering if instead of doing sales in the summer when people are already buying a lot of time, we should look at doing sales in the winter because the data shows that's where the dip is. Then somebody can make an informed decision from there,
Hmm.
right? So then
Yes.
you're interpreting, exploring business problems. But the best thing about this role is, guess what? You don't got to do the implementation. You don't got to be the person that then create the sale or then tell the people what to do. You're there to provide insightful information so someone else can have a strategic direction and implement that strategy. That's why in your position now, you're like, girl, I just pull a report and do what they say. That's because there's someone in the background doing that analytical thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is what that role looks like. Now, one person, Ami said, what about workforce management? That's a good question. These are 7 different areas within people analytics that you can work into. So, right where you said, Anise, to your credit, you could be a workforce analyst to where you just focus on how many people we got on the floor. Let's say, for instance, you work in Louisiana, it's Katrina, you're trying to figure out if you got enough nurses on staff, or you work at a hospital, you're trying to make sure there's enough, blah, 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 blah. You work at a call center, you want to make sure there's enough people on the phone. We hire this role for Amex a lot, American Express. You can do talent sourcing analytics, especially if you're like, you know what, Sin, I love, DEI, and I got a heart for my people. You can then be in people analytics, but in talent sourcing and say, hey, I want to go ahead and analyze, people's company structure overall, see how many women are being promoted, how many Black people are there pathways to that. And you could be in analytics in that way. And onboarding and engagement, you have a big experience now of brand new people, lean and green, coming on your team. You can say, hey, I noticed these trends. When we hire these type of people, they do this. But when we hire these type of people, they do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We also can look at it from lifetime and performance management, talent nutrition and retention, employee wellness. You get the notice. But yeah,
Yeah.
as far as what you're doing, and before we go, I also want to show you how we arrived there. And so what I did was is instead of I looked at your title, right? We looked at the functions of your role. And what I did was I moved you industries. So the title and functions of your roles is fine. But instead of the industry being auto finance, I'm putting you back within HR because you're doing a lot of things with people.
Okay.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I feel good. I've never thought of it that way. And it actually makes sense for what I feel like I should be doing. And I could
Oh,
never
it's
put it into
fine.
words.
Oh, good, good. How much let me see. Let me see. What's I'm sorry, what city and state are you in?
Mansfield, Texas.
What's the closest big city that I would know?
Dallas.
Dallas? Okay.
Hmm.
Dallas. Now y'all know Amazon can write a resume, but Amazon can't spell y'all. So when we're looking at that within, they make about, yep, here we go, 75 to $100,000 a year, right? So doing the same functions of your job now, using the same systems that you're using now. I'm sorry, the average is 89, girl.
Even better.
Yeah, my bad. So yeah, the average for your city is 90,000. So the functions of your role and the title of your role isn't what's holding you back. It's the fact that this part of your title is the collections, because you're not really doing collections. You're managing
Right.
a collections team. So truly you're a people manager that's in finance. This title is incorrect. You're a people manager. You're not a collections manager. If you're a collections manager, you'll be managing the operations around collections, but you're actually managing the people around it. So when we're looking at what I changed out, I looked at the functions of your role and said she don't mind those. We can keep that. Now the industry she in isn't valuing her. How do I know that? Because she's doing millions daily and they don't give a damn, right? So
Right.
now let's look at your title. We need to do a people management, keep the same functions of your role, and switch you out industries. Okay. But you are severely underpaid. I would truly suggest that you are a prime candidate to look at our DIY course. You need to look into, well, you ain't got to look at the career coach. You can go straight there. Look, y'all, I was speaking to Admin on the live. She told me I'm a people analyst. Stand in that, a career coach will be more in depth so you can truly get a hold of it. Okay.
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 Thank
You feel
you.
better?
Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, y'all get to see. Y'all see Emerson be on the fly, y'all. But how do y'all feel? Put a B in the chat. Do y'all get how this works now? Like how We use the title of your role, the functions of your role, and the industry of your role in order to move forward. Put a B in the chat if this was helpful for you guys. How this I want you guys to see a live demonstration of what it looks like for one when you sign up for career coaching, because we know what we're talking about. Y'all saw it for yourself, but also that you guys can see the three areas that we play with. Now, none of these people were candidates for a sister company, but for those who are in finance, I'm sorry, those are in auto. I could have moved her to finance, right? Because the auto industry and the finance industry are sister companies, right? Um, Amber, you don't want to think like this. Let me tell you what happens. Sometimes I'll be talking to people and I'm just looking at their salary on their forehead, y'all. This is definitely the reason why we push our career services so hard. It's not because, oh, you don't get nothing out the car. Now, mind y'all, that's what I did with them within what, 5-10 minutes a piece. I'll say I gave them maybe 10-15 minutes a piece. But this is what we do in order to help you guys see your true value. None of the roles we looked at was outside of their depth. I used the information they told me to find their role, right? But what I also looked at is, what do they want to do, right? She said she didn't want to do management no more. Put her an individual contributor. The lady before her wanted to do management, right? Put her in a management role. We looked at the functions of the role. A lot of times you guys don't mind what you do. You just want to do it differently, right? That was Antoinette. The young lady before her said, girl, I'm bored as hell. Get me up out of here, right? That's the difference. Now, that's the reason why we are so big on our services here at Black on the Job. And just to let you guys know, it's not a secret on how people get paid so much using our services. You guys see the post and be like, oh, for Antoinette, she doesn't need a degree. That's why I didn't ask her for one based on what she needs to do, right? The DIY workshop is $50. It's for those of you guys who do not have the money to pay for a full resume from BOTJ. You'll get one. You get a template with us. We give you free cover letters, LinkedIn workshop. There's so much. So if you really want to kind of move forward in advance, there is a way to do so, right? But what I did for them is available in every single one of our packages. If you get the career change package, which is our most affordable, career coaching is included. If you get the makeover package, career coaching is included. If you get the Best Be overhaul, career coaching is included. What I gave them in 15 minutes, you get a full 45-minute session, right? We got our afterpay, we got our Klarna. Y'all can sign up tonight for $112, get all the services because you're on the hook with them, not us. But that's the reason why we promote getting the packages. Because after I had that conversation with them, the next thing was to flesh out how much they want to make, flesh out their high duties on their resume, get their resume revised. All the packages come with interview preparation. All of the packages come with career coaching. All the packages come with resume services. Now, if one of the packages is out of your reach, at least sign up for the resume workshop. It's $50. $50. If you can afford it and you don't need a resume, send us $50 so we can help somebody else out, because we have some people who can't even afford that we can start giving scholarships to next week. But hopefully this helped you guys understand even deeper what I mean by looking at the functions of your role, the title of your role, and your industry. Okay. All right. So let me look at the comments. What happened if you really don't know what to do? That's okay, because the Antoinette, I didn't ask her what she wanted to do. I asked her what she did not want to do. And based off what was left, I told her what she qualified for. So we'll tell you what you qualify for, even if you don't know what you want to do. And we'll look at all the roles and say, well, these are the roles you qualify for, Erin. Out of these roles, which one do you like most? Which one hits all your targets? Which ones are remote? Which ones have a good salary in your area? Which one has a career growth you want? Which one gives you the lifestyle and flexibility you're looking for in your role, right? So it's not always about what you want to do. I'll also look at the other things that's important, right? Yeah, absolutely, Aaron, it could. Latoya said, I've done admin, my degrees in business. Yeah, come on, don't count yourself out. We can definitely help. Oh, Anise, you are more than welcome. We can do this together, okay? You sure can by going to the website and signing up for services because I'm a part of every single thing. We have payment plans, y'all. Yeah, we got some payment plans. And I love our payment plans, which is why we hooked up with Stripe and with Klarna and Afterpay. Because when you use a payment plan, you make that first payment of $112 and you get the full package. So you don't have to have a job to get a better job. Once you make that first payment with Afterpay, that $112, everything in this package is available to you, right? So you can get career coaching no matter what package you get. You can get your resume done no matter what package you get. So that 15 minutes I just spent with them, you will get a full in-depth experience of that. And interview prep is and all that. We have payment plans and everything. We have LinkedIn services available. This makeover package is when you ever heard that one Christian song? Make me over, Lord. Well, you just tired. You had enough, right? That package is our biggest package. That package come with everything, right? You get career services, a resume done, interview prep. We rebuild your LinkedIn. We give you a cover letter. So yes, that's the one that's like, make me out. I can't sing y'all, but y'all know what I mean, right? This is when you're like, you know what? I'm tired of this bullshit. Overhaul me, right? So this package includes that LinkedIn review. Maybe you're like, hey, I'm trying to earn more than 75,000. I always recommend the overhaul. If you are not at 75,000 yet, the career coaching. If you had like 68, you licking 75, you like saying I can damn near taste it, then you need to do an overhaul package so that we can overhaul your life, get it together, right? So you could do one payment of 143 and all the things are available to you. Same thing with Klarna and Afterpay, y'all. We take Cash App. Look, and I keep telling y'all, I take food stamps personally. Okay, food is expensive as hell these days. Oh shit. So, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So we got some options. You get what I'm saying? So you have these services, we have payment plans, and as you can see, we know our stuff. I don't just be talking for nothing, y'all. I talk because I know what I'm talking about. Okay? I love you guys. I love you, Crystal. We gotta, Natalie, don't make me make that the theme song. Don't. Is it McClurkin? Is it Danny Boy? Make me over. That's what y'all. That's why we named the package that. That's when you just like God, black on the job, Jesus, Muhammad. Somebody answer. If you wanted to, the tree huggers, talk to the moon, the wolf. I don't know. That's what happens, right? So what if we just did the one with all the services except the career? And I know you don't break them down. Is there any way we can get that as well if we like our resume? You can all like Cardi. Yeah, Tati, inbox us. Brittany, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Because me and Joy Boy on a raw food diet. And so me and him eating meat all day. So don't play with me. Joy, you want some steak? Brittany says she got some steak for you. Only clear man in my life. My only clear boy in my life, y'all. Only clear boy in my life. Only clear boy in my life. Mwah. Mommy, love you. Yeah, I want them black people that kiss my dog, y'all. I don't know. It's not until you have a dog that you understand niggas who kiss their dog, okay? No, you should. I just put the benchmarks on that for those who like, well, I don't know what package. I always say the makeover is make me over. Throw it on the altar. Throw it on the afterpay, y'all. Call the altar afterpay. Throw it on there. Lord, take me tonight. Make me over, Lord. That's that package, okay? So that's what that one is. Okay, that's the one to do that. But inbox us, Tati Wells. We'll help you out. You got Crystal, you don't love your dogs the way you think you do. Yeah, if you ain't never kissed a little doggy on the head, girl, Okay, then inbox me directly, Capril. I got y'all. Okay, so now y'all know. And remember, the $50 holla for the resume workshop is still going. We had over 200 Google reviews and 81, okay? 81 Bs who attend the last $50 holla, the $50 resume DIY workshop, were able to secure employment before this workshop. And that workshop was just in February. Every single one of those 81 got the job. So that $50 holla is for those of you who's like, you know what, girl? Shit, I ain't got much, but I got 50 on it. Call your man. Call your man. Tell him Sam said she need $50. Or I can't be in that Facebook group anymore. Sam said that it costs $50 to be in that Facebook group. I need 50. Lie on me. Lie on me. Lie on me. Okay? If you need me to inbox you to lie, I'm willing to do so. Okay? Natalia, girl, I just work here. I don't know. Okay, guys. Oh, B Slade. Oh, Antoinette, I'm still working with them clear folks. Now, I told y'all me and Don Perignon got a little date. So let me get a little fresh so I can get them 4 rows that I talked to him about, show him my good side. I ain't got much up here. So, the only thing you get is a, big ass and big smile when you messing with Sand. I ain't got nothing else to give you, right? No, 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 no. All you get it. Okay, so let me go pit myself out for these roles so I could, get this black man and give me these 4 roles. So let me go pit myself out, y'all. Pit myself out for the hive. Get these roles so I could be posting these roles next week. You know, get my little shit together. I got a little concealer. My period was last week. I had a little breakout. Don't worry about that. He gonna see past that. But anyways, I love you guys. Hopefully this helped you guys a lot. Sign up is linked here, and you don't got to get off the live to click the link anymore. Now I'm located in Phoenix. I gotta take one for the team. He can't get no ass, but he can definitely get some smiles. He can get, my perfume smell good. You feel me? He can, long hair, don't care. Black men, they let out no long hair, right? You're welcome, Andre. I do my best. I clean up nice, y'all. He gonna see it. He gonna see it. He gonna see what he thought he gonna get, but he won't. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the excuse for Joy right at the end. I'm gonna be like, oh, I left my dog at the hotel. I need to go back and feed him. Joy gonna take one for a team. Okay, y'all. So I love you guys. Let me go pit myself out, get us some jobs for next week. Sign up. And let me tell y'all something. Remember, a lot of people may not like me, but they will respect me because the craft, right? The craft itself, dripping in honey,